Page 2 of the Unit 4 study guide. Number 5 picks up where we left off with what organelle is responsible for performing photosynthesis. We're going to be looking at a chloroplast. What role do thylakoids play in photosynthesis? I'm going to move this closer. Thylakoids collect light in the light-dependent reactions of photosynthesis. So thylakoid membranes are where the light is harvested so it can be converted into energy-rich glucose molecules. Number 7, do plants use both cellular respiration and photosynthesis? Yes, plants have to undergo cellular respiration as well because they need ATP for their cells too. So the ATP that's produced during photosynthesis is used by plants to make glucose. So we can't count that as ATP that the plant can use for itself. So the plant does have mitochondria and it still undergoes cellular respiration because it needs ATP just like every other cell does. All right, number 8 starts talking about a closer look at cellular respiration. In carefully planned and sealed terrariums, plants and animals are able to live for extended periods of time based off of their symbiotic relationship. Now, if you don't know, a terrarium is like an enclosed aquarium. Terra means earth or soil, so a terrarium is an aquarium that has soil in it. Aqua for aquarium means only water. Terra means that there's some soil in there. So in a terrarium, you might have a little aquatic part that might have some fish swimming in there. You might have some soil. You might have a snail. There can be lots of different systems in a terrarium. Plants and animals are able to live for extended periods of time because of their symbiotic relationship. So their symbiotic relationship means that they are relying on each other for something. Show how this symbiotic relationship includes photosynthesis, cellular respiration, and their energy inputs and outputs. I made one of those orbital aquariums that you see, terrariums that you see sometimes. Sometimes you see terrariums where there's plants and fish in it. There's lots of different types of terrariums. So in the question, what it's asking is, how are these symbiotic? Well, the answer is what we've been talking about all along. The products of photosynthesis, the glucose and oxygen, go on to become the reactants for cellular respiration. So glucose and oxygen become carbon dioxide and water and ATP. This is cycled back into carbon dioxide and water to be used as reactants for photosynthesis. So the process can just be going on and on and on. Is the stored energy input to cellular respiration in the form of chemical or light energy? Let's not get confused by all the words in this question. Stored energy input. So we're talking about products. Stored energy input, we're talking about reactants. Is it in the form of chemical energy or light energy? Well, we're in the reactants of cellular respiration. So we're talking about chemical energy here. Number 9, it's in the form of chemical energy. What does cellular respiration do to this stored energy, and what does it produce for the body to use freely? It converts the energy to ATP in the mitochondria. So I hope you can read that. Okay, and that ends page 2.